2007 saw the first entry in the Uncharted series, the fourth of which we were just about to receive here in 2016. At the time, developer Naughty Dog was known for Jak and Daxter and Crash Bandicoot. They wanted to do something a little different, a little bit more realistic, I think. And yeah, Uncharted is like one of the biggest exclusive franchises for PlayStation.
Yeah. Bobby, you were always more of an Xbox guy, right? Did you ever get into Uncharted?
So here's the thing. I was working here, and I saw the E3 demo for Uncharted 2 when he's like running down the steps, and I was like, man, that looks pretty amazing, but I hadn't played Uncharted at that time. So I was like, I need to go buy Uncharted, the first one, and then hurry up and catch up before Uncharted 2 came out, and I played it, and I was hooked. Yeah. Everything about that game, from my friends spoiling stuff about whatever those zombie things were. So yeah, I haven't reached that point. So I was just like, what are you talking about? That's not in this game. And then him doing that.
Right, that's like one of the best surprises of the game.
Like, there's no zombies. And he's like, oh, he tried playing it off. Like, oh yeah, maybe. Then I get to it, I'm going, that sucks. But yeah, just being Drake and like investing in his character and him talking to Sully, and like I cared about him. I was like, man, this is fun, and him climbing up the side of the castle wall. I'm going, there's no way he's doing all this freeform. But no, I love that game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's another franchise that I, like Assassin's Creed and like some of the other stuff we've talked about that I feel like picked up steam as it went. Like the first Uncharted is, I mean, it's a great game, like totally, but it's like 2, and some people think 3 are the ones that are like kind of like all-time classics.
Yeah.
But I do have a soft spot in my heart for 1 for taking place in sort of an enclosed single location. Like it's Drake on this island and kind of has to figure out how to survive and fight all these pirates, and like you gain something when you give them the ability to sort of traverse the world, but you also kind of lose something too, that sort of scrappy side of it, which I like that part of Uncharted 1 more.
Yeah, I think it definitely set the bar for the production values that the series is known for.
Yeah.
I just remember even like playing through that game, I thought the water effects were incredible. They were probably the best I'd seen at the time, since Mario Sunshine that we were talking about earlier.
And the interactive cutscenes too. I mean, that
was nice.
I think the first time one of those came up, I just sat there and was going, wait, I'm supposed to do something? Because I thought it was going into like a cutscene for him to do something. I was going to sit the controller down, but it's like you got to press circle or you got to press. And I was like, oh, wait a minute, hold on, I just want to enjoy that. But being able to do that was pretty amazing too.
Yeah, I mean, having people play the action sequences instead of just watch them, it's something that's become, every game is copied since Uncharted, but it was one of the first ones to really ratchet that up and give it that production, that level of like slick production, certainly, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember the media at the time calling it Dude Raider?
I do, yeah. It's funny how things like come full circle, right? Like Uncharted was called a Tomb Raider clone, but then Tomb Raider comes out in 2013.
It's like, it's an Uncharted clone.
Yeah, and totally takes like much more influence from Uncharted, but it's totally a good thing, right? Like they're sort of like different sides of the same coin. Like I like Tomb Raider a lot and I like Uncharted a lot, but they're sort of coming at it from other directions.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I think when I played the first Uncharted, I was like, oh, this feels more like Indiana Jones instead of Tomb Raider. Like they're very different, like puzzles and different. So they have their place.
I like that balance between, I sort of criticize the Uncharted franchise a little bit for the climbing all being automatic. Like you can't really lose or fail it, but it's smart because I sort of figured out that it follows like a really, really hard or intense section of like combat, so it gives you a little bit of a breather. Like Drake's doing something interesting, and like Bobby, you were saying, where he's climbing. I remember that exact moment where he's climbing up the castle, and the camera pulls back, and it's just gorgeous. So it's these beats. It builds in these beats before Drake's gonna have to kill another 100 dudes, and I think that's pretty smart way to pace out your game.